Hey guys, welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody. Glad you guys are here for the Saturday night recaps, where we're going to be talking about the Iowa and Green Bay game and the Jacksonville and Massachusetts game. Now, before we go into Iowa and Green Bay, you know what I'm going to talk about here. Everyone's talking about it that watches the indoor games. Jacksonville and Massachusetts stream, completely atrocious. It's not the audio issues like Green Bay had last week, but it's 2 weeks in a row, including last night with Frisco and Tulsa. I don't understand how we're having these issues. How are we having these issues? And people can go, "Oh, it's the first week of the season. It's the first game of the season for these teams." Have they not played before? I understand this is a new arena for Massachusetts, but you still have the same cameras. You still have the ability to upload. You still have things along those lines. I'm not blaming the Indoor Football League here. I'm not blaming necessarily the Tsongas Center. I'm blaming Massachusetts. Whether it's the front office, the production crew, whatever the case could be, I don't get it. You've been a team for, 6 years now? And you can't do this? I don't get it. It's the same thing for Frisco. They've been around for 4 years, and you can't get a feed in until 9 minutes into the first quarter, or 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Audio issues in Green Bay. How are you supposed to be taken seriously as a league? Truly, honestly, how are you supposed to be serious as a league when you have these issues? You can sit there and say, we're on Caffeine TV, we're on the CBS Sports Network for the championship, and you put out this shit. I don't like to cuss in my videos, but my God, you put this out. Horrible. Just absolutely inexcusable. You got it going for pretty much the second half. Thank God we got to see the players sign autographs for $15 a pop. Just inexcusable on all fronts, man. I can't get over it. That being said, let's go recap Iowa and Green Bay, because it was a really good game. And when you take everything out of Jacksonville and Massachusetts broadcast-wise, that also was a really good game with some road bumps in there as well. So let's go carry over to that. All right, so Iowa at Green Bay. We're at the Resch Center. Stats are going to pop up over my face while I narrate my recap. And here we go. First play of the game, it's an offsides for Iowa. They won the toss and deferred. Caleb Brewer making plays early sets up a 4th and goal for Green Bay. Green Bay does not convert, ball's thrown away. Iowa holds on 4th down. Robert Washington, you will hear his name a lot. 2 big runs, he's running angry. I think Iowa has found a running back. At least a really good replacement for Antonio Wimbush. Iowa moving the ball well. Good mixture of run and pass to start the game. 3-man rush for Green Bay, though, gets to Darius James-Peterson. You'll hear that a little bit as well, too. But, hey, broken play. Darius James-Peterson on his return scrambles for 7 yards. 7-0 Iowa. Green Bay responds. One play. Max Myler to, I always want to say Patron. Get it in your head, Cody. So, Myler to Patron, 7-7 tie. Blizzard shutting the running game down on the ensuing Iowa drive. You know, Washington and DJP are getting the running game going. They stuff it out. Iowa goes for it on 4th down. You might hear that quite a bit. False start. Gabriel Rui comes on. Field goal attempt is no good. And Riverius Rivers returns it. But there is also a penalty. End of the first quarter. Tied at 7. Green Bay's pass is almost intercepted by Tyrell Pearson. Patron converts a 3rd down with an extended catch. Great play action for Green Bay on the next play. Passes dropped, setting up a 4th and long. They almost had that play action play. It was really, really good. They need to bring that play in at least once a game. Laramie's field goal attempt is blocked. Iowa gets the ball. Iowa moving the ball well. Unfortunately, it stalls out. 4th down coming up. Darius James-Peterson, 4th down scramble to score. Extra point good. 14-7 Barnstormers. And on the ensuing drive, good RPO option for Max Myler. Untouched for a touchdown off the left side. Tie game. So we've got a good back and forth here, guys. Both quarterbacks are running the ball well into the 1-minute warning. After the 1-minute warning, Robert Washington is going to be an awesome running back for Iowa. I just had that in my notes. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. DJP converts a fourth down, 47 seconds left. Rui out to attempt a field goal. It's no good. Timeout is called before, so they tried to ice the kicker. So, after the timeout, Rui has a chance to redeem himself, and he does. 17-14 Barnstormers. 5.7 seconds left. Kickoff hits the scoreboard. Offense comes out for Green Bay. They try a play, doesn't work. Laramie's field goal attempt is no good. 17-14 at the half between Barnstormers and Blizzard. First play of the second half, and Washington has a nice stiff arm with a nice run that cuts across the field to the right side. Again, he's going to be a problem, guys. I think they have found a good running back. And this is a good running team, too. Great pass to Kean Williams. Trey Long goes down injured. I just want to note it. I hope he's okay. We'll probably find out through notes and stuff like that. But quite a few injuries in this game. I don't know if I got them all, but I notched this one down. Washington is that dude, 1 yard short of the end zone on a great run. Green Bay just does not have an answer for the running game. Darius James Peterson, 1 yard sneak, touchdown Iowa. Extra point is good, 24-14. Ensuing kickoff, Jalen Cagle, just momentum back in the rush center, kick return touchdown, extra point good, 24-21 Barnstormers, and I think that's when the momentum shifted. They got the crowd back into it. Green Bay starting to get back into the momentum. Green Bay's kick after that hits the scoreboard. Darius James Peterson and Washington are just gashing Green Bay at this point. They do not have a stop. They're throwing bodies, doing whatever that they can. It is just Iowa's turn. Darius James Peterson does a Madden glitch throw. He's getting tackled by not the back of his collar, but like the back of his jersey, and he just throws it into the stands. It's just one of those things where you just press the wrong button, and it just throws it all randomly. That's what I thought. Another fourth down. Another time the offense for Iowa is going for it, incomplete. James Peterson had Washington in the flat on like the left side. I don't think he looked that way. He went completely to the right side and either overthrew it or just intended to throw it away. Green Bay starting to get a little bit of pressure. They're feeling it. Green Bay takes over, and Max Myler throws a pick to Tyrell Pearson. So just the very next play, and it's already back to Iowa. Abdul Wahid goes down hurt. His name will come up here in a minute. Green Bay stops Washington for what seems like the first time today. So again, we're getting late into the third quarter, and they have finally figured out kind of how to stop the running game a little bit, it seems. Rui on to try a field goal, no good. Burgess gets the first down and gets out of the end zone's shadow. Another first down. Ian McBurrow with a huge hit, flagged for a late hit. Myler gets an unsportsmanlike, penalties offset. End of the third quarter, 24-21 Iowa still. A lot of action going on here. Harry Ballard with a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch with a man on him. Great throw by Myler. Touchdown Green Bay. 28-24 Blizzard. Been a great back-and-forth game. Fumble. Formerly injured Abdul Wahid picks it up for Green Bay. Third down upcoming a couple plays later. Green Bay cannot let up here. Delay of game, field goal attempt is pushed back. Laramie's field goal attempt is no good. Big scramble for Darius James Peterson. Iowa with a third down, 8 minutes to play. Darius' keeper is short, fourth down. Iowa going for it. Iowa does not get it. Green Bay takes over. Mogensen throws the flag right away. Challenge, no good. Green Bay takes over. Chance to extend the lead. Green Bay needs to keep their foot on the gas. They cannot let Massachusetts 2.0 happen. Cagle with a good run. Myler gains 2 on a third down to convert. Cagle hits another first down, first and goal. Victor Hampton for Iowa is hurt. Green Bay running clock, Myler down to the 1 yard line. Jalen Cagle, touchdown rush. Extra point good, 35-24. Ensuing drive, Iowa's drive fails. Green Bay kneels. Game over, 35-24 final. Green Bay wins. So, as you look at the stats that they've been here for, almost 10 minutes, just a lot of running. Some passing. Iowa passed the ball 24 times. Not good passing stats for either side of them. 1 turnover apiece. Iowa lost a fumble. Green Bay threw their interception. But the tail of the tape is third down. 3 of 11 on third down for Iowa. They were in third down a lot. 2 for 5 on fourth down as well, only 40%. They were not converting when it needed to. They went for it a lot on fourth down, it seemed. When you look at the leaders, Darius James-Peterson was pretty much the offense. You needed to get a few more guys going. I mean, Robert Washington was running pretty well too, but not a lot in the passing game. Keon Williams was your only leading receiver with only 31 yards. So they got to get that passing game going. As for Green Bay, again, kind of the same thing. Myler was running pretty well. Passing the ball was a different story. And you look at Patron, 46 receiving yards. Myler had 85 passing yards. So it was pretty much one guy. Penalties, a lot of penalties, 14 total penalties, over 100 penalty yards. And that's pretty much it. It was a pretty even game through and through, but pretty back and forth. 14 unanswered in the fourth quarter. That's how Green Bay ends up winning the game. Kudos to the Blizzard. You deserve that. You deserve that win. You couldn't let that thing slip away from you. You kept your foot on the gas for the entire fourth quarter, it seemed, and you did not let Iowa get back into it. That's how you do it. You stopped the running game. You kind of made them one-dimensional, and Iowa just couldn't pass it seemed. So, yeah, kudos to Green Bay. That's as good as it's going to get for you guys, I guess. I don't know. Just keep doing that. Just keep winning games. Simple as that. Just keep winning. People like to win. But speaking of winning, let's go see if we won our bet. So 24 plus 35 is less than 91.5, baby. That's money in your pocket. I've only missed one bet so far. That's all we're going to miss, right? Only missed that one bet. But hey, Quad City still won, right? So, hey, under 91.5, cash it, baby. Okay. Jacksonville and Massachusetts. Bear with me. People will probably have better recaps, people that were at the games. I'm just going off what I watched on YouTube. That's all I can do. If they put a better stream out there, I will definitely watch the entire game if they have it, but let's go here. I'm just going to read my notes. You'll see, I keep hitting my ring on my desk, sorry. You'll see the notes. It'll be fun. So throw the stats up, and YouTube issues again. 15 minutes past kickoff, no stream, nothing on Caffeine TV, no excuses, this is pathetic. Logan Wright touchdown, 7-0 Sharks. Feed is on Jacksonville's Facebook page. End of quarter one, 7-0 Sharks. IFL has created an alternate feed on YouTube, no score bug or anything. Isaac Zico with another great touchdown catch. Extra point is good, 7-7 tie. Connor Blunt's long pass is picked by Eugene Ford. Isaac Zico dropped for a loss on a reverse. Third down is converted. Another third down, and Thomas Owens catches it for the touchdown. Extra point, good, 14-7 Pirates. Jacksonville moving the ball a little bit, and the feed cuts out. Feed comes back just in time to see Connor Blunt throw an interception. Well, I guess his second interception. Pressure seems to be getting to Connor Blunt. T.O. Redding with a huge touchdown catch, I believe, on the ensuing drive. Extra point is blocked by Price, 20-14 Pirates. Jacksonville again moving the ball, faces a fourth down. They go for it and get it. I think this is kind of when the feed starts kind of like being screwy. Connor Blunt sacked by Calvin Bundage. Massachusetts getting a lot of pressure. They're blitzing a lot. Feed cuts out again. Connor Blunt slips on fourth down when the feed comes back. Massachusetts takes over. Jamie Robinson with a good run into Jacksonville territory. End of the third quarter, 20-14 Massachusetts. Benefield to Robinson for an easy touchdown. Just a little flick of the wrist as he kind of made his way out of the backfield. 2 points, no good. 26-14 Massachusetts. Jacksonville just kind of slow on offense. They're kind of felt like they were kind of stuck in mud a little bit. Connor Blunt with a good throw on the run. Mass again with pressure on Blunt. Bad snap, fumble for Jacksonville, but fear not, touchdown pass Connor Blunt to McLean. Extra point is good, 26-21 Massachusetts. So we've got a game. It's getting late in the game. 26-21, Massachusetts has the ball. Jimmy Robinson with a big run for a first down. Robinson again with another big gain. bad snap fumble before Massachusetts, but it's recovered by Jimmy Robinson. And yeah, Massachusetts just takes that. They run out the clock, 26-21 final, and Massachusetts secures a win. They break the streak, and that's their first win against Jacksonville, I believe, in Massachusetts. So not a lot of notes on that one. Read that pretty quick, but everything was just technical difficulties. You'll see the memes on the indoor forums of "we'll be right back" and everything just showing the pirate logo and stuff. I made jokes on the feed. It was a farce, man. I don't know how else to put it. I don't really know how else to put it. Kudos to anyone that sat through it and watched the buffering screen for like 15 or 20 minutes. Just inexcusable, man. Look at the stats. I mean, they're right in front of your face. I can't tell the successful story with this, but you look at the stats. Both teams passed the ball really well. Jacksonville, they couldn't really get off the field on third down. They didn't have a lot of penalties. They threw the 2 interceptions, but the rushing game was just non-existent. 9 total rushing attempts, 4 of them by Logan Wright. I mean, one of them was the Logan Wright touchdown. They just didn't really run the ball. It's kind of what I said in the Jacksonville preview. How well are they going to run the ball? Switching leagues, doing stuff like that. I said it in the preview this morning. How is Logan Wright going to run the ball? Apparently, it just didn't seem like it was in the game plan. Once they got down, and they didn't really get down. They were leading at one point. They were tied at halftime. It just seemed like once it was 20-14, they just started throwing the ball. I saw Connor Blount under center quite a bit, and I don't know what kind of scheme that Jacksonville is running here. And this isn't to blast Jacksonville. They clearly have a scheme and how they want to work things, but it just didn't work tonight. I'm not necessarily sure what happened. I don't know. Smith had 6 receptions for 78 yards, so the passing game was working. But it just seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed like Jacksonville was just kind of stuck in mud offensively. The defense was all right. I don't know. It just seemed like Massachusetts' defense was in the backfield quite a bit. It clearly kind of rattled, in my opinion at least, it rattled Blount a little bit. But those are your stats. Another 70-yard performance by Jimmy Robinson. 4 touchdown passes for Alejandro Benefield. He spread them around too. 1 to Teo Redding, 1 to Jimmy Robinson, 1 to Thomas Owens, and 1 to Isaac Zico. So he was spreading the ball around, spreading the love. 4 touchdown passes. He only completed 10 total passes. So there you go. Time of possession was all right. Turnovers were all right. Everything was fairly even for the most part. Penalties, Massachusetts was penalized quite a bit. That's really it. I mean, like I said, tail of the tape, Massachusetts just made more plays. So let's go see if we won our bet for this one. Come on now, you know we're going 2 for 2 tonight, plus 5.5. I told you in the preview to cash it. I told you if it was under a field goal that I'd be taking Massachusetts. It wasn't. 5.5. Get that money now. All right, wrapping up the recap here. Predictions between Aaron and I. I thought Iowa had it. I was getting giddy thinking I had a 2-0 night. Green Bay ended up pulling it out there towards the end. They kept their foot on the gas. Shame on me. But yeah, that's not for the sake of Iowa trying. Both these games were pretty competitive. Came, again, down to the fourth quarter. I told you guys, though. I told you Massachusetts would do just enough to win that game. The scores were completely wrong. We thought it'd be an offensive explosion, but 55-49, I had it 45-41. You just kind of lower those numbers. Like I said, it was a 4-point victory. In my opinion, it ended up being a 5-point victory. So we cashed the bet. We cashed the Iowa bet. 2 for 2 for the night. 1 for 1 for me. 1 for 1 for Aaron, so we'll call it a draw in that regard. Scores weren't close. I mean, I think for me, the Iowa score was a little close, even though I didn't get the winner right. But for the most part, we were just kind of off in this one. But that's it. That's the recap. That's where we're at. I guess I did get Iowa's prediction right. I guess 35 points. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. 1-1 for both of us. But Good football. We still have 2 more games left to do. That being said, I'm signing off here for the night. Enjoy your Sunday. Vegas at Arizona. We'll have the preview out. I hope to have it out sometime in the mid-morning before lunchtime, so people can get their views in and all of that stuff before the game kicks off at 5 Central Time. With that being said, guys, I'm signing off here. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Watch the videos, don't watch the videos. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, that being said, see ya.